So the question is whether this cashew powder is okay or not, the PB2 cashew powder. Let's take a close look at it. So if you look at the front of this bottle, like the label says PB2 cashew powder made with just cashews, like no sugar or salt added. And there is this is a non-GMO, verified, gluten-free, made with vegan ingredients, like all nice things to say. And this has 4 grams of protein per serving and 60 calories per serving. So let's look at like what actually in it. Before we look at the ingredients and the nutrition label of it, I want to remind you the first like a rule for shopping or buying any packaged or processed food is never ever believe what's in front of the bottle or what's in front of the cover. You always want to turn it around and look at the ingredients and look at the nutrition label. Then only you can make an informed decision whether you want to buy this food or not. So if you just take a moment to analyze this, like, is this a whole food or a processed food? The whole cashews look like this, right? Here what you have is a powder. So once you have powder, that means this is a processed food. So once you have determined this is a processed food, the next thing that you have to determine is whether this is a minimally processed food or a heavily processed food. So how do we know that? Is like if it is like if there is salt, sugar, oil, and other additives are added to it, then it becomes heavily processed. And also if the food is too far away from its natural form, if there are many ingredients are added to it and modified to a great extent, that it is a heavily processed food. So here what they have done with this is to make this cashew powder, they have powdered the cashews and they have taken out some of the fat from it, thereby reducing the fat content. This is basically a reduced fat cashew powder. There are some advantages to this because if you just eat the whole cashews, an ounce of cashews, it gives you this is a label. So this is a label for the ounce of cashews. This is for the regular cashews. An ounce of cashews, it gives you 155 calories, and there is 5 grams of protein in it and 12 grams of and fat in it. Whereas this particular cashew powder, like in this cashew powder, like for 2 tablespoons, you're getting 60 calories and 4 grams of protein. That means like the percentage of calories coming from the protein has increased here because this is more of the fat has been taken out. So in one way, this is good because compared to the regular cashews, that you are getting less fat. In other way, the thing is the other flip side of it is this is just I would say minimally processed food compared to the whole cashew. So whether you want to use this or not in your cooking and regular daily life is I would say just use it sparingly for sauces and creams. It's fine, but don't go too overboard with it, because especially if you want to want to lose weight and limit the intake of fat and the nuts, because as you know, nuts are very easy to overeat, especially for some of us. For me, once I start eating anything that is made with cashews or has cashews in it, I just can't stop eating. So know thyself, know yourself, and if you feel like some nuts will throw you off balance, then not a good idea to go too overboard with these foods. Otherwise, if you don't have a that kind of problem, then using this powder to make some sauces and dips is fine. Hope that helps. See you later.